Dollar Tree wall decals are a hidden gem. Hey Bestie, this is Lisa. Welcome or welcome back. After this video, you will never look at them the same way again. Got these succulent wall decals from Dollar Tree, and I have used them before, as you can see. And then I've got this cute little wooden tray from the Crafter Square. And I got lucky because that tag came right off. Gotta love that. I've got some ballet slipper paint and antique wax by Waverly. And we're just going to paint the hole underneath and around the edges in the antique wax. And then the inside face of this, we are going to paint with the ballet slipper. And we will wipe back the antique wax, so I'll choose to use it like a stain. I love when you can see the wood grain. Now we will carefully go around the edges with the ballet slipper and then paint the whole inside there. And there you go. And the reason I use ballet slippers is because it'll go really nicely with the decal that I've chosen. Now we're going to put some Mod Podge over the whole thing just to seal it in and make a nice surface for the decal to stick on. And I'm going to choose this succulent decal, which is so pretty. And it looks like a little wooden shelf. And then I'm going to let those leaves hang over the edge there. And you'll see what I'm going to do to make that work. Now, the Mod Podge started to dry, so I needed to add a little bit more underneath to get it nice and sticky. And yes, the decal is a sticker, but you really do need to add something else to make it stick long term. And I'm just making sure that all of those little edges are very nicely adhered. And then I'll put Mod Podge over the entire thing just to make sure that everything is sealed in there really well. I'm going to use my heat tool just to get this dry so I can move on and to the next step. I'm going to take a utility knife and I'm going to cut off any excess that hung over onto the side that doesn't have the leaves. I just wanted a nice clean edge there. It was just a little teeny bit. Now I'm going to cut off everything around those leaves just on the bottom so it looks like only the leaves are spilling over. So I just went nice and slow and just cut all the little parts carefully. Of course, you need to make sure this is dry before you do this part. And you'll see here in just a moment how it looks once I remove all those little pieces. I think the key here is going very, very slow. Isn't that so pretty? I love the look of this one. It was a little bit on the unique side, but at the same time, it looks like there's a plant sitting in there and the leaves are just hanging over. It gives it almost a 3D effect. What do you think about this one? This wall decal that says our family's gathering place, but we're actually only going to use the word our family. And then I've got this metal house that I got 50% off at Dollar Tree. You never see things 50% off at Dollar Tree. So I grabbed a few of those different metal pieces for future projects. So I'm just going to cut out the our family. I don't even want the S on the end of it. And then I'm going to cut out each word individually. Now I'm just going to take these and I'm going to position them on the house. Now I am trimming some of the bigger pieces around the edges. Now one thing that I learned from doing this is that you can see the decal around the letters on this particular piece because it's like mirrored almost. So I do end up taking them off and fussy cutting around the letters a little bit more afterwards because I just wasn't happy with that look. So I'm thinking in the future, I probably wouldn't use this type of a decal on the metal. In the meantime, I'm going to go forward with this one. I've got this chalk couture stencil, just the word home, and I just thought that would look really pretty to combine the decal with the stencil. So I'm going to place that on there. And I'm just going to use some plaster chalk paint by Waverly, and I'm going to paint that on there. And for those of you who know, I do use regular paint or chalk paint on my stencils. I don't use the paste. You can save money that way. And look how nicely it turns out. Not a problem at all. Now I have this cute little swag that I had created before. I didn't end up keeping it on something, and I just wrapped some greenery and lavender around with twine in the middle. So I'm just going to use that. I'm going to hot glue it to the base of this little house right where the metal and the wood meet. And I thought that was really pretty on here. You know, kind of giving us that early spring vibe, which I was looking forward to. Now here's where I'm going to go back. I took the stickers off, put them on my cutting mat, and I've got my utility blade. I'm just going to go around a lot of the letters. I don't do it on all of them. It would have taken forever. And honestly, I just kind of at this point realized this was a learning project. So now I know for the future that I would do this different. Possibly if I wanted letters like this, I would either use my Cricut or I would stencil, something like that, because these kind of decals with that clear plastic sticker around the word just don't look as good on the metal. So now we know. It definitely looks better than it did before, and I think the project is very cute. I kept this in the video because I wanted us all to learn. Sometimes things work out and sometimes they don't. Let me know what you think. I've got this Boho wall decal set, which I have used some already. And I'm going to take part of that pink rainbow and then this beautiful gold frame from the Dollar Tree. We'll just remove the plastic and take the picture frame apart. This is a very simple project. If you're just looking for a small piece of decor that would accent a boho room, I'm thinking of like maybe a teen's room or young person, or anyone who does boho, but this is just a cute little decor piece. We're going to take that apart. We're going to take that piece of paper. You could put another piece of paper in there, but I thought this one's already cut. It's the right size. Why not just use it? So I'm going to cut straight across where that rainbow was sort of cut already, because what I want to do is use that piece. I love the size of that. It was perfect for this project. And you can see here, I'm just kind of double checking where to place it on the paper. The only thing is it's trimmed around that curved part, but not along the bottom. And I'm going to use my brayer to go ahead and get that on there. There was a little bit of a fold in there. I just couldn't get it out, but that's okay. It's not going to be super noticeable. Anyway, I'm going to cut off this other piece that was part of the rainbow, and I'm just going to cut some of those little gold lines because I want to create a border for the bottom. So it takes one complete one and a little piece from another one. I'm just going to very carefully piece these together along the bottom, and it's going to make this little rainbow shape look like a completely finished piece. So you see how I just cut that out, and then I just put that right on there very carefully, going along the entire bottom, making sure it's nice and straight and flush with the bottom of that other piece of the decal. And there'll be a little teeny piece that's missing, and we'll cut another piece and add it on. So easy. And this looks really, really cute when it's done. You just wouldn't believe how simple this was to throw together. So once I get it lined up, I'm just going to carefully try to trim it off right at the edge. And now we've got our little piece. So now we're going to assemble the frame again. I'm going to clean off the glass because, now it's been sitting on my table and who knows what it touched. We'll put that back in there. Then we'll put the actual decal page in there. And then we'll make sure that the backing has the stand in the right direction. And we'll push down the little clips. And that is all there is to this one. Talk about a quick, easy, but fun little project. And I love how it turned out. I think this would look so cute in a bedroom that's boho, or a living room, wherever you have a boho decor. Maybe even a bathroom, this would look super cute. Let me know what you think. Got these beautiful gold leaf wall decals. Now this is going to be a really cool hack. And then I've got a little plain gift bag. So let's say you want to give a gift and you don't have a good bag, but you've got these decals. You can take one off and place it directly on the bag, and that's it. You've got a cute little gift bag now that looks decorative. Now, one thing, getting this one off without breaking the leaves, you had to lift each leaf up first, and then I was able to pull the whole thing off. Otherwise, because of the way it's on there, this could have just pulled off the whole thing. So just a little tip there, at least for me, that's the best way that this worked. And now see how I could just kind of pull and get the rest of them off. I was really worried I would just pull one off. They're not exactly, the strongest piece of plastic. So there you go, just decide where you want to put it on the bag. You can lift it up if you do it really, if you haven't pressed down real hard to reposition it. I know I did, and it worked just fine. And really, that's all there is to this one, is just laying it down and then smoothing it out. And that's it. Isn't this so pretty? It just changes a plain bag into something that looks a little bit nicer and just a little bit more, you know, festive. And you could use these for any occasion. These aren't like occasion specific, so I kind of like that. And there I am going over it with my brayer once I finally have it positioned and making sure that that one little bubble is gone. And it is, and now it looks so cute. And there it is, all finished. I love it. It was so easy. Tell me if this is something you would like to try to dress up your gift bags. I have this beautiful floral wall decal, and then I've got this cute little planner that came with one of the Dollar Tree calendars, and I'm not too fond of the way that the little cover looks, and I think it would be kind of fun to take your favorite decal and make a cover for one of these or for anything that you have. I'm just going to open it up wide so I can get the full size of it, decide where on the decal I want, and then I'm going to just go around it with my blade, just scoring it. You could also take a pen or a pencil if you wanted to, but I figured this would be fine. It was a thick enough piece to be able to do this. And I'll make sure that I get all of the edges, because my goal here is to get as much of that decal on here as possible. And I do like the green background, so it's going to look fine where there isn't a part of the decal. And now I'm just going to go through and pull out that square that I cut. And remember, with all the choices that are out there for decals, you could pick whatever decal that you like. Or you could even just cover one side of this if you want. Like I decided to do the whole thing to get as much of the flower as possible. But let's say you just wanted to cover the front, you could do that as well. Now I'm just going to remove the decal from its backing, and I'm just going to carefully place it on top of the little planner. This is so easy. This will just take minutes to do. And you'll have just a cute little cover for your planner. It's also going to make it a little bit sturdier. You know, these things are just cardstock and they're stapled. So this kind of adds a little level of stability to it as well. And that's it. This was just so easy. Unfortunately, it's got a little crease in it because I had folded my decal. I've got to find a new way to store them where they're hanging up, because these folds are not fun to work with after the fact. So just a little tip, if you keep decals from anywhere, try to hang them versus fold them. I'm just going to go around with my blade and get any little teeny pieces that were hanging over, just a couple little sections where it has to do with how I placed it. And so I just want to make sure I get a nice clean edge there. And there it is. Such an easy little hack for the Dollar Tree decals. I really like how it turned out. I think it's adorable. You'll have to let me know if this is something that might inspire you to cover something else or even a planner. Ready for more inspiration? Here's another video I think you'll really like. If you click on it, I will see you there. You are truly a blessing to me. Bye!